Blake McAdoo asked AII on Twitter, why are gas prices so low, and what does this mean for the future of oil in the U.S.? Blake, I just filled up at $1.80 a gallon yesterday, and that's a big change from the $3.50 range we were seeing a couple years ago. The price of a gallon of gas is largely dependent upon the economic principle of supply and demand. Supply and demand is perhaps one of the most fundamental concepts of economics, and it is the backbone of a market economy. While Professor John Locke is credited with one of the earliest descriptions of this economic principle way back in 1691, the actual terms supply and demand were used first by Sir James Stewart's work in 1767, later made famous by Adam Smith's 1776 epic work, The Wealth of Nations. Supply means how much the market can offer. The quantity supplied refers to the amount of a certain good producers are willing to supply when receiving a price. Demand, on the other hand, refers to how much of a product or service is desired by buyers. The quantity demanded is the amount of a product people are willing to buy at a price. This relationship between supply and demand helps set the price. Lots of demand and little supply, the price of something goes up. More supply than demand, and the opposite happens and the price goes down. Price, therefore, is a reflection of supply and demand. Over the last decade, U.S. domestic oil production has increased significantly thanks to the shale oil revolution. Love it or hate it, fracking has helped make cheap gasoline a reality for us all. The actual amount of oil that the U.S. and the world is using has also gone down due to several factors. First, weaker U.S. and world demand can be traced to economic weakness. Second, we're also seeing decreased demand due to substantial increases in how efficiently we use oil. The increasing use of renewable forms of energy, coupled with increased automobile and light truck mileage emission standards, have lowered overall demand. Finally, many of the largest foreign oil producers are competing for customers, driving down prices further. But as good as it feels right now, don't run out to buy that gas guzzler just yet. Cheaper prices also mean that oil and gas companies are having a harder time staying in business. Decreasing U.S. production could cause supplies to drop, and that means higher prices at some point in the future. Although most experts say cheap prices are likely throughout 2016. Thanks again for that great question. And remember, you can tweet us your question at AIIWire using the hashtag AskAII. I'll see you next time.